Hello, good everyone, and welcome to Harmless TV. Please, if this is your first time to join us, don't forget to subscribe and also click the notification bell. Today, we are talking on how to make our husband to stop flirting, how to make them to stop cheating, how to make them to stop sleeping around. The first thing is this: we have to commit our marriage life, our partner, our men, our relationship into the hands of God, because the Bible said that whatsoever we ask shall be given to us. So we have to ask God to guide and protect our men, to deliver and save them, in any temptation and in any bad situation. Sometimes human reason in the physical ways, but we also think about the spiritual ways, because in this life there are many things that are happening. There are physical, emotions, spiritual, so on and so forth. So when you come to think in that spiritual ways, that is when God is involved in our marriage life. That is when we need to call God in our relationship, so that he will fight for us. He only that is the one that sees the things that we cannot see. He sees the spiritual ways, and we don't know anything about spirituality. So what we know is to talk to our heavenly Father, our God, our maker, so that he will fight for us. Only him can deliver your husband, because there are so many temptations here and there. Some men, they flirt not it because it is in their blood or in their lineage, but just sometimes because they are being possessed with a demonic spirit. Some men, they have spiritual wife and spiritual wife. Some girls, they have spiritual husband, and some men, they have spiritual wife. So all these things lead men to flirt, to cheat, in order to break their marriage. So once you put your life, your husband life, and your relationship, your marriage, in the hands of Almighty God, only him will be number one to protect you. Then if you do it his way, in that spirit, he attack the spiritual way, then you now will come down to the normal side and still look at the things that you need to do physically, practically, theoretically, for your marriage to stand. So another one is this: we have to sometimes be the one to initiate sex. Yes, not all the time that your husband have to come and be pleading with you, not all the time that he will be begging for it, not all the time that anytime that he wants, it is whenever you want that you will give it to him. The time that you don't want, you don't feel anything about it. No, sometimes you still need to initiate it, to talk to your husband about it. Yes, so that he will feel that there is somebody that still reason the way he reason. Because if you didn't remember him that way, if you go outside, you see some guests, you do this, you do, I like you, you fine, let's do this one. If you don't do all those things to your husband, if you go out and find someone that will do all that way to him, he will leave you. He will go and sleep with that person. He will cheat on you. You understand? The other thing is this: be open to experimentation. Experimentation is this: try to experiment many new things in your in your intimacy, in your sexual ways. Not all the time you'll be doing the same thing. Sometimes try to bring out new game, new ways to do it, not in all those bad ways, but do it the ways that it will please God and human. You understand? Sometimes you still need to just bring it out, change it for him, because if you didn't do all these things for him, if you didn't make him happy, he will surely go outside to look for somebody that can do all these things for him. By then he will cheat on you. You understand? Men get into relationship with a very clear picture of what their lifetime partner will look like. You understand? Women get into marriage, they get into their partner's life, doing what their husband wants, doing what their partner needs, just to keep the marriage. But doing so, sometimes they lose themselves, because one day the man will realize that no, this is not what I want, this is not what I asked for. But he know that is what he wanted. He wanted you to do this, but he will say no, this is not what he wants in his life. So you, as a woman, try to do what you have to try to also maintain your healthy sense. Yes, maintain yourself. Take good care of yourself. Don't be tattered and dirty. Because if you be in that kind of ways, your husband cannot present you outside. If he's going out to party or he's going out for a business meeting or whatsoever, he will not tell you, honey, let's go together, because he will know you will be a disgrace for him. In your mind, you feel that that is the way you wanted to be, because that is the way you wanted to do, so that your husband will love you. No, but if you are still doing that way, yes, but still keep your healthy sense active. Keep your life active. Keep your ways, your skin, your life, your character, no matter what. It is not by spending money. We don't need money to take a bath. We don't need money to take care of ourselves. Yes, there are different type of local things that you will use. Your body will be shining more than someone that is buying cream in the pharmacy. You understand? Because all these that are even sold in the pharmacy are made from all these local ways. All that are made naturally before they transform them to one thing or the other else. So sometimes always take care of yourself. Not always you will look at if somebody say your hair will be like this, they'll say, who is this one? You say, he is my wife. Your husband cannot present you. No, he will go out and look for somebody that he will be taking to a party. He will go out and look for somebody that he will be taking to a business meeting and so on and so forth. And by doing so, he will cheat on you. Because you will lose him. If he starts cheating on you, you know that marriage is gotten to an end. So you have to do everything to maintain your healthy sense. Take good care of yourself. And don't be so controlling. You know, sometimes we women, we do it without realizing it. We get into a relationship to attempt, and we attempt to let the person, to control the person, to let the person to do whatsoever, only the thing that we want. That is what we want that person to do. You understand? If you are so controlling in your relationship, in your married life, it will not work. Yes, it will not and can never work. We will activate, we will engage ourselves into destruction. Because by doing so, by controlling too much, then we will not be blaming the person. You do this, you do that. I don't want you to do this, I don't want you to do that. You'll be criticizing the person. Nagging, threatening the person, punishing him, even bribing himself, or rewarding. Because we are controlling. Do this for me, I will give you this. Do this for me, this will happen. You understand? Always make your husband to know. Make him to know and be sure how much you love him. Yes. In a relationship is a volunteer. You understand? A person can leave at any time. Yes. He or she can go at any time. You didn't owe him your life. He didn't owe you his life. It's 50-50. Everyone can disappear. But sometimes you need to remember and maintain the important thing. Maintain the important thing. That relationship that you have to maintain it. It is not all about engaging in a relationship. It is not all about getting married, but it is meant by maintaining it. Because if you didn't maintain it, you will get divorced tomorrow. You will leave that relationship tomorrow. You understand? Because many people got married 3, 4, 5 times. Some is not their fault. Some are spiritual, some are physical. But some are the mistakes that we used to do that cause us and that lead us into that ways. You understand? So sometimes you have to remember that and this person can leave at any time. So you do your best to maintain as much as you can. Appreciate that person. Keep that person alive. Keep that relationship working. Marriage or relationship is not about beauty. It is not about riches. Neither is it by intelligence. Many intelligent women, some are not even married. Some might even get married before you know it, everything is off. Some rich women, they cannot even get married. Some they don't even want. We even get into marriage before you know everything quench. Some beautiful women, the same thing. You will see them even on the street. You say, this person, she's beautiful like this. Why is she not married? Or why did her husband divorce her? There are some mistakes that we do, not only by beauty, intelligence, or riches, or whatsoever. We have to add some kind things to make our marriage life work. For example, when someone is cooking food now, when you are making your soup, you add spices to it to get the taste of the soup. Yes. When you are eating, you drink water to digest your food. Yes. So that is it. You have to add some kind of things into your marriage life so that it will bring out important, positive ways for you tomorrow. Okay? So that your marriage life and your relationship can survive tomorrow. So be very, very careful the way you treat the other person. Strengthen your communication with your husband. Yes. Some people, their husband might go to work or travel out of their home for maybe 3 days, even the full day. They will not call. They will not even try to call to know if their husband gets at work or not. You have to make calls, communicate, because any relationship or marriage without communication is dead. Yes, that relationship or marriage is dead without communication. You have to ask your husband, have you eaten? Have you gotten to your workplace? Speak sweet words into his ears. I love you, honey. Oh, I love you. I want to kiss you. I want to, all this kind of stuff. Sing love song for him. Yes, take good care of him. If he's at work, he hear your voice, then that will still make his sense to go back and think about you. But if you didn't care about him, you didn't know if he sleep well or if he wake up safe or if he got to his destination or what, he will feel that you didn't care about him. He will go outside to look for somebody that will care for him. Yes. He will go outside to look for somebody that will discuss with him, that he will share his ways, his patterns, his emotions with. So it is very, very important communicating with our partners. So important. Make sure you do it and speak all those sweet words, all those I love you, I love you, I love you, now your money, I need you, now your cootie. You remember that song? Money fund over me for grand, being a love I go chop. If you say you love me, teach me some action, being a love I go chop. Some of you remember that song, you understand? So not only honey. Only when your husband come home that you will see her, that you honey him. Immediately he leave from house, you didn't care about him. You didn't know if he has even eaten or not. Only honey, give me this, honey, give me money, honey, buy this for me. You don't care about his life. It is very, very bad and so touching. And that might lead your husband to go and cheat outside, okay? Let him have time for himself. Sometimes you have to engage your husband in some kind of work, some kind of act that will make him at least to feel free. Because if you did not allow him to get a chance to be free, he will feel hemmed. He will begin to feel caught up. He will feel as if he's in prison. He will feel concealed, detained. He will feel as if he's in prison, the relationship is not working, you didn't love him, you just want to prison him, you just want everything on yourself. By doing so, he will be trying to free himself, because no one wants to be in prison, So engaging your husband into some affairs that can provide him freedom is very, very important. Sometimes you need to allow him to go out to spend time with his friends, to walk around alone. Not always you have to be with him, walking around with him. You have to still leave him sometimes to communicate with others, with his friends. Not always you will just initiate the communication just between you and between both of you, no one else. Sometimes you have to invite others and still let him to go out and share his views, his opinions also. By doing so, he will not feel prison. He will feel free, and your relationship will get smooth. He will have space. He will have breathing space in his life, and we have freedom. And before you know it, everything will work out. Because if you are holding him down, pulling him down, he cannot do nothing, he cannot say anything. It is only what you say, it is only what you want, it is only how you wanted it. It is very, very bad. You understand? It is very, very bad that your husband might go outside and cheat. Yes. He will go outside and look for somebody that him also he will control. It's like that now. Who doesn't want to control anybody? You want to be the oga, who will be the madam? I'm the madam, you're the oga. So it's 50-50. Madam and oga, the two of them have respect. So, what do you want? That is it, my dear. Be very careful. And be aware of your emotions. You understand? Because whether or not you know it, women are masters of using emotions to communicate volumes, and you understand? Without even speaking. Without speaking, women will use their emotion. You will understand everything that they are saying in their emotion without any words. They communicate anger, they communicate rage, sadness, disappointment, whatsoever. That is what you receive from your partner. You understand? So don't drive your man away with your emotions. No matter what the problem is, try to talk it up. Solve it at once. When you argue with your husband, improve your argument. Yes, make sure you make that argument. Make sure you discuss to find up to the solutions. Don't just leave your problem around at the middle of the way. Maybe someone now, your husband did something. You will just want to tell your wife did something. You just want to tell. You just pick it things and go out. If you go out now, what will you be doing? You will feel stressed because you never get the answer of your questions. You never get the solution of what you want. So make sure you agree. In this life, all partners, everybody, they argue. But never you allow that your arguments to get into something else, to bring more big problem in your partnership, to bring problem in your marriage life. That is why you need to argue very well. Argue and get the solution of that problem. Both of you even get tired. This one will say, this is what I wanted, this is what I wanted. The other one will say, no, it's not like that, this is how it's supposed to be. So it's because of this one you are talking all this kind of thing, because of this one don't bear grudges. Sometimes when we are quarreling with our partners, even our family, even our friends, even our enemies, whatsoever, sometimes we need to talk. We talk somehow with anger, with pains, with stress. We voice out everything that we have within us. You understand? But in marriage, never you reason all those ways. Don't keep all those things as a grudges. Make sure you speak all these things out. Even if your husband say, look at you, you are like this, you didn't say this one like this. You say, okay, you said I'm like this now. Okay, now let's talk it out. How do you mean I'm like this? What happened? What did you say? How are you talking about it? Why didn't you find out why I become like this or not? You have to get the solution of everything, every discussion you do with your husband. Don't hang up at the middle of the way, because if you hang up, at last it is lawyer and police that will settle it for you. It will burst out problem, because this one is angry, never get the answer. The other one is angry, never get the answer. Before you know, big problem will come and it will turn to big fight. So always argue very well, and don't allow people to always come and separate you when you are arguing with your husband or when you are quarreling. So don't even wait for people to just, if they did not talk into your relationship, if they did not talk into that quarrel, you will not forgive your wife, you will not forgive your husband. That's some many mistakes that partnership are doing, that some married people do. Don't wait for people to come and beg you first and leave your wife. Why did you do? Don't beat him again now. He asked me to come and beg. No. There are some marriage that you will see, the husband and wife, they will quarrel and nobody will separate them. Even if they didn't use their hand to call the police, other people call the police. If police come, the both of them will be asking police, what is happening? What is it? What do you want? Because that is not in their knowledge. They will argue, but they will settle each other together without no stress. You understand? So make sure you argue very well, and make sure it didn't lead you into much problem. Learn your husband love language and speak them to him regularly. Know what he wants, how he feel. The time he is in love, what he used to say. If he's honey, I love you, you used to say that time, you say it sometimes to him, honey, I love you. Remain truthful. Let him know that you love him. If you speak that love language for him, he will know that someone love him, he's in love somewhere. So he will always try to keep and stick to that relationship, to that marriage. He will never disappoint you because he knows that you love him. You understand? And stop punishing your husband or by beating him for not doing something. It is very, very wrong. When your husband did not do some kind of thing, it is not by punishing him or by beating him. You will call him down and talk to him. This is what you do. Argue with him. Yes, that is why there is argument, so that we can get the solutions. If we didn't talk, if we didn't communicate, we cannot get solution. Yes, a lot of people, a lot of married that they didn't even, you will see them, they will not even fight, they will not quarrel, nothing. Before you know it, they will break up. because everything they are hiding it, they are keeping it in their mind. What they need to speak out so that the other one will know what is in the other one's mind. They will not do it. They will keep it in their mind. Before you know, problem will break from nowhere. Only one small quarrel that they will quarrel will be the end of the relationship. You understand? That small quarrel will push the man out to go and cheat. So it is very, very bad. We have to control that way. Very, very well. So show love and affection in your relationship to make him feel wanted. Yes, make your husband feel wanted sometimes. Sometimes you need to create intimacy. I told you before that not always he will be the one to initiate it. Not always he will be the one to call you, honey, I want to do. No. Sometimes you talk to your husband. You know, communicate with him. Tell him this, I want to. You hold his hand, kiss him, talk to him. Yes, touch him sometimes. Whisper in his ears. Yes. Some men, they cheat because they are dissatisfied. Yeah, because of dissatisfaction, some men cheat. You didn't give them what they want. You didn't give them what they need and how they need it, or at the time that they need it. They will go outside and cheat and look for it. So always make sure you put your husband, your partner first. That side, keep it there on the table first, because God in heaven is not stupid. Before he created it, you understand? So he put it in between husband and wife, just for us to at least keep loving ourselves, make the family, you understand, have something to enjoy and feel good between ourselves. That is why he did it. He didn't do it for us to just be using it to be punishing our husband or whatsoever. You understand? Just go through the Bible and still read it very well. It is not a sin for you to, take good care of your husband in the angle of intimacy. So always try to apply all these tactics, and you will see that everything will be fine. Compliment your husband sometimes. Buy him gift cards. Surprise him sometimes. Arrange a dinner for him. Cook his best meal. Yes, his favorite meal. Cook it for him. That will show him many affections. Show him affection. That will show him that you love him. You understand? So all these things, we need to be doing it. If we do it, we'll see that our married life, our husband will be with us. He will stick with us. He will know that we love them. They will not go outside. So men say, even when they feel stressed, when they even go outside to cheat. Yes. Because the money that he's supposed to spend on you to take care of the family, he will go outside to look for someone to spend it on, because he's not getting what he needed from you. It is very, very bad. We need to sometimes arrange that way so that our husband can still keep their economic very secure. They can still take care of the family. How can your husband give you money when he have used the money to look for prostitute overnight? Which money is he going to give you again? How can he pay your children's school fees when he has spent all his money looking for a prostitute or looking for somebody to give him his heart desire while you are there? So that is why it is very, very difficult. If you want your husband to do what you want and to give you what you want, always give him what you want also. Not every time, honey, give me. Honey, they give honey. It get as it be. You understand? And so now, so the matter reach. You understand? So last but not the least, the other thing you need to apply be this. If your husband won't come, they do small, make I use this our language to arrange this one well. You understand? I hope now they hear how this broken. Say for Africa we get many language. Anyone when we like, now we go speak, now we they arrange for inside. You understand? And we all with the understand now. So the thing be say, the last but not be least, if your husband don't they do smell, won't come they do you so high, won't come they do you corner. This my channel now. Just go down to my channel, type my heart, the music dey there. Just bring her come out, sing that with her. Your husband mind you go mellow down. Tell am say your life dey for your hand for 100 years. You say they go anywhere. Tell am say it be one life for you. If it life for you, wetin you go do? You won't buy you. So be very careful and take good care of your family. Play that music and you see that your marriage life will be tic-tac 100%, if not 500% pure. Okay, thank you all for watching and may God bless you. This is Harmless. Bye for now. Don't forget to subscribe, click the notification bell and like button. Bye for now.